Hey guys, how you doing? Ron here with Site Survey Pros. I just wanted to give everyone a quick update on our wireless directory listing or our network cabling directory listing, as well as this directory is for our wireless site survey group. So the website originally started just to do only wireless site surveys, and then it eventually became a wireless site survey directory because we couldn't fulfill all of the calls that were coming in from different states. What we noticed from the customers that were calling in was, for example, we'd have a call from New Jersey or from New Mexico. And typically when they want an installation or implementation, they usually want it within 3 to 7 days. And for me to outsource, get the proper quotes, contact you guys as subcontractors, make sure that you guys have all your insurance, your papers, your certifications, the proper software that you're using, like Air Magnet or Ekahau, and your spectrum analyzer. It just didn't give me enough time. Then I'd have to go back to the customer and provide them a quote, delay them a little bit. So that business model didn't work. It works in certain areas where I do have subcontractors that I currently work with, so they will be joining this wireless site survey directory. And for the network cabling directory, they'll be joining that as well. So typically, the wireless site survey companies that we work with, they usually provide their own cabling as well, or sometimes they outsource it, so they take 2 spots on our directory. And I just wanted to go over our wireless site survey directory and how it's going to be laid out, and how are you going to be able to add your listings, and how your customers are going to be able to find you on our network cabling directory. So within Site Surveys, you just go to sitesurveypros.com. Like I mentioned, we just had it revamped, so it's in the process, it's getting worked on, but as you can see, it's a nicer, cleaner interface, very easy to use. So most people, when you want to add your listing or claim your listing to be part of the network cabling group or directory or the wireless site survey directory, all you need to do is click on add your listing. So once you add your listing, the first thing you want to do is you want to register. So this is the same if you want to join the network cabling directory or the wireless site survey directory. You can register. So all you do is register, you confirm in your email, and then once everything is confirmed, we will approve you in the back end of the cabling directory, network cabling directory. Then you can just go into your account, you'll see a little icon here, and then you can add your listing. And then what we will do is we will verify it. But the first thing is, it works on a tiered system. So like I mentioned in my other video, there's only going to be allowed 2 companies that provide the same service per city, and it's going to be spaced out so it's fair. Like we don't want this site to be too saturated with 100 cabling companies in one area. For example, let's say you're in Los Angeles. We're only going to have, because Los Angeles is probably not a good example because Los Angeles is fairly big. Let's say it's Ohio. So you're in Ohio and you provide network cabling services, and let's say you're in Warren, Ohio, or in Richfield, Ohio. So those 2 cities are maybe like 40 minutes apart, so we're not going to have one for Richfield, one for Warren. We'd probably either have it like more northern Warren, and we might only have, northern Ohio, we might only have, 2 to 3 cabling companies within Ohio. So one might be in the main city of like Cleveland. And for example, let's say you're in Toronto. Toronto's a big city, so we might break it down from east to west. So in Toronto, you have the outskirt like Oshawa, Pickering. So that would be more east. So someone could take over like the main city of, East Toronto, which would be Oshawa, Pickering. And then we might have someone out in the west that'll be in Mississauga, Oakville, Burlington. And those are the cabling companies and contractors for that group. Then we might have someone in the downtown core location. Because Toronto, like that metropolitan city, is about 10 million. So it just makes sense to have 3 network cabling contractors within Toronto. Then also we'll have 3 wireless site survey groups, or maybe 2 wireless site survey groups in Toronto that would be added to our wireless site survey directory. And that is the max. So as you when you first start out, you claim your listing, it's free until we reach that max, and then we contact those companies and ask them, did you, it's like a bump off method. Let's say we have a maximum of 3 in Toronto, and there's a 4th contractor that wants to be added to the list, then they need to pay, or we'd figure out, okay, out of these groups, we'd start by seniority. So the first person who actually joined gets seniority, has the option to stay for the $99 per month. If he doesn't want, then he gets bumped off the list, and then we add the person that wants to join. And then as more people come on the list, it's all about seniority. So, and in order to join, like I mentioned, it's the same rules, the same concept. If you're cabling directory, we just want to make sure that you have the tools, the staff, you're reputable, you've done this before, you've showed your work experience, as well as all your certifications, whether it's fall arrest, where you need different types of certification within your state or city. Fall arrest, your WSIB. In Toronto, you need insurance, right? So you might have your first insurance policy, then you might have a WSIB for your contractors. So we want to make sure you have that for the network cabling directory. Now, when it comes to a wireless site survey company, it's a lot more difficult because we need to make sure you have pretty much 3 main tools. ECAHAL, or air magnet, so that's the first tool. Wireless site survey planner. Sorry, wireless site survey spectrum analyzer. So those are the 2 main tools. And then the third part of it is going to be an interview where someone from our technical team just goes over the basics. You kind of explain, we speak with you. It's more technical, just to make sure that you understand the concepts of wireless site surveys, antennas, gains, and then we check references, and then also we look at your site survey report. And that's it, and pretty straightforward. If you've been doing site surveys for 2 years or more, then it's pretty straightforward. Like I mentioned, I've been doing it for 18 to 20 years, so I've seen it all. And usually when I speak with someone on the phone, I can get a good understanding, that this company knows their stuff, just so that they're qualified to work with our staff, because not our staff, but our customers that are looking for a wireless site survey in your city, right? So that's why we want to make sure that the companies that we do onboard to our wireless site survey directory, we want to make sure that they're qualified. And once they're qualified, then they can provide the service that our customers are looking for. So like I mentioned, pretty easy. It works off the bump off method. Add your listings. There's 2. I'll make a kind of shorter video on this, how to join, just so people can start joining. And then as our website gets more traffic, because we do get a fair amount of traffic for, keyword plus city. So it gives good opportunity just to even get like a backlink to your website, so people know. And as the website grows, right now it's pretty cheap. It's $99 and per month, but people who join the $99, they also get our course. Now the course is going to be for lead generation and SEO, because the network cabling directory and wireless site survey directory, it's all about generating more leads for you. And that's what I've been specializing on, is kind of helping other contractors and cabling companies and wireless site survey companies get more leads. So I've built a course. It's not fully out yet, but the reason why I built the course is because I had a lot of people ask me, well, what do you do for your Google search listings? How do you do more SEO? So I decided to build it strictly for us. For those of you who are into network cabling and wireless site survey, barcode scanning, this is the course for us. I go through YouTube, how to set up YouTube, what tools and equipment to use for YouTube to get more leads. I get a ton of leads through YouTube, because all of my YouTube posts get embedded to my blog site. But remember as well, I don't do a lot of this work. I do the video, I'll be speaking about this video, but my staff will upload everything to YouTube. They upload it to my website, to a blog. They'll put in the keywords and make sure the keywords are highlighted, they're bolded, and they create a backlink. So I do nothing but record the video, upload it, and then my staff starts to work on it. And this should be the process for you as well, because as you know, you and I are pretty busy putting out fires, doing quotes, so we don't have to a lot of time to do the SEO and the marketing, and that's what my course is about. Is it shows you how to hire a VA. Maybe you could start with a VA part-time, 20 hours a week. But your VA has the ability to join our wireless site survey group and network cabling group, our Facebook group, and they could follow the exact strategies from our course and start working for you. And that's your own employee. And you can kind of switch on, turn off the employees, or say, well, maybe I'll start off with 15 hours a week, and we show you how to hire, what to look for, and so on. So anyways, that's just an overview of the site survey, wireless site survey directory and the network cabling directory. As we grow this, it's important that you add your listing, so at least you get seniority. You get seniority on our list, and then we use the bump off method. So like I said, if there's 2 people in Cleveland and that's the max in Cleveland, and a third person wants to come on, the only way they can come on is first we ask the first seniority, the person with the most seniority, if they'd like to continue their membership. It's $99 a month. If they say no, then we'll go to the next person. Then that person that wants to join gets added to the group. And then also, sorry, I forgot one important thing. When joining, we do have to do a video interview. So you just grab your phone. It wouldn't be live. We'd ask you questions and we'd stitch everything together. And I'll have an example of that on a sample YouTube video on how we create that script. And we'll not tell you what to say, but we'll ask the questions and then you can answer it, and then you send us the videos, and then we put it all together, put the branding, put the phone number and everything, kind of brand it so it looks more professional. So anyways, take a look at the website. Let me know what you think of it. Right now it says free estimates for voice and data cabling, installation, wireless site surveys. Search for contractor / installer below. Right now my website developer is working on it. Right now there should be a white bar right here, but there's not. So, and then below you have featured categories. So right now in wireless site surveys there's 2 locations. For networking cabling we have 9 locations, and in barcode scanner repair companies we have 6. And then this is for warehouse management software and system, because we're in the AIDC. So I decided to add this category because we do get a fair amount of calls for barcode scanner repair. Seems there's a big demand for this. And then with barcode scanners RF, it's just warehouse management software. But the main directory listings are these 2, wireless site surveys and network cabling. So anyways, take a look at the network cabling directory website. Let me know your thoughts. These prices aren't set in stone. It's going to start at $99 per month. And like I mentioned, it gives you full access to the course in our Facebook group. And you could learn a lot. So anyways, that is it. I'll stop talking. I'll make another video, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to join our free Facebook group for the network cabling directory. I'll leave a link in the description below.